we are going to be going live. Oh, listen to that thunder. That's something new that we're doing this year because they're so informative. It's moments like this that remind me. He was so little. Look at that smile. All the power in the house went out.
Well, he's probably studying to get into college.
I never seem to see the two of you in the same place at the same time.
Inexplicable.
Man, drag a letter from the bottom to make a new word. Try again. Oops. Try again. Oops. Try again. Oops. Where do?
Okay, so.
Drag a letter from the bottom. Drag a letter from the bottom to make a new word.
Now try just right there. Leave these ones.
Can.
Try a new one.
Good job.
Good morning. We are on the last day of school for this school year, so all the kids are moving up a grade. We won't be starting back to school till October 2nd, and then we're done with year-round homeschooling and we're back into a regular school year. So, but I gotta show you what it looks like outside today. It is dark and gloomy, and I know in some parts of Iowa yesterday they were getting tornado warnings and stuff. We didn't have any of that here, and I kind of took the day off again from vlogging because we were working on getting curriculum and stuff done, especially for my high schoolers. We kind of took the day off yesterday from vlogging because most of the day all I was doing was working on this upcoming year's curriculum, making sure that I know what needs to be done in what time frame so that we're not falling behind anywhere. So I just kind of took the day off, and I know it's been a little bit sporadic still with the vlog, and I do apologize. We will be back on to, for the most part, daily vlogging very soon, but we just need to get everything set up for this upcoming year. And Scaretober is right around the corner, you guys, so we are going to be going live very soon here from Malvern Manor, and we'll let you know when that date's closer. A little bit lighter than it was earlier. It was really dark out, but now that the rain's come in, getting a little bit of thunder and some light rain, so it's a little bit lighter outside now. But yeah, it was really dark. It was starting to look like dusk outside. And I just, listen to that thunder. I just missed the biggest flash of lightning too. I didn't realize it was lightning outside. Yeah, we're definitely getting a thunderstorm. It's just not raining very heavy. It's not windy or anything, but it's loud.
Hairs help them move. Earthworms are found in forests, grasslands, and gardens. They live in soil.
Something new I'm using this school year is the Khan Academy Kids app. And I love it because it's completely free. There's no in-app purchases, nothing like that. And so it has like reading on it. It has logic. It has thinking. It also talks about, and it's geared for ages 2 to 6, but if you have a struggling reader, it also has reading on there and like books that they can work on that are leveled reader books, which is really nice. And it goes on not only iPad, but it goes on other tablets as well. So
some of it, but I didn't want to learn on that phone.
yeah, and it's really cool because it's self-paced and it puts like a check mark and it'll let you know what they've completed and what other things they haven't. So you're gonna learn about trains. So yeah, there's like some sciencey stuff in the books for little kids, but yeah, it's geared for ages 2 to 6, and it has like reading, alphabet, colors, patterns, all kinds of stuff. So that's something new that we're doing this year. Plus, Khan Academy itself has an app for the older kids where they can do their lessons through the iPad and stuff like that, which is really nice. So that's something I've installed in my iPad, so my high schoolers can go and do their math, stuff like that, if they're using Khan Academy for math, because not all my kids use the same math programs. So just a couple of new cool things that I'm using. I don't know if they're completely new, but they're new to me.
Yet these precious waters are rich with surprise.
All right, so the kids have really been getting into this BBC series, Planet Earth, and it is super cool, you guys. Netflix has it. I know there's Planet Earth, the first one, and then there's Planet Earth 2, and then I think there's another one called Life that's by BBC, and then one about the oceans, and I can't remember what it's called. But the kids have really gotten into this, and it's been a really fun way to end our school year, to let them watch some of these things like the Who Was and the Planet Earth series. And they've been asking me if they're going to get to continue to watch them. So I'm thinking while we're on break, if they want to and they're up for it, we'll continue to watch this series, or we may plug it in as we finish a unit of something and plug one of these in as our science for the day, because they're so informative and they're learning more in depth of things that they've already studied this year in school. So it's kind of cool. Tell me what you just said that you were putting on your sister's head.
Papa Ranger. Ranger, get up a Ranger. That nice.
What are you two doing in T's room?
Why don't you join us at the castle for our party? I'll bake a cake on a string repeat.
So our last day of school has been pretty laid back and relaxed, which is really nice. We've gotten a lot done in the house today, and I'm doing a few new things with the kids, but I want to see how they work out, and then I'll let you know how they're working for us. But a lot of it has to do with screen time and just arguments, things like that in the house. Stuff, I mean, it's a big family. There's a lot of people here. It's always very loud, but arguments happen, lots of arguments over screen time, and then just basic things. And we have put some things into place to try to help with that. Besides doing a chart, just certain limitations of when it's allowed and when it's not, and some new things that we're doing. So I will do a separate video later, or I'll just talk about it in a vlog one of these upcoming days after we've kind of ironed everything out and I know a little bit more about how it's working for us and how the system actually works. But I think it's going to work really well for us because it has been so far in just the first few days of using it. So we'll see. And it's just a system I came up with on my own, something to do with the kids that I think is helping a lot. One of the things that I'm using is not something I came up with on my own. It's something I actually found on Live on Purpose TV. I actually started watching it when the channel was relatively new, and just happened to stumble across it. I think it was in a suggested feed or something, and I really liked the channel and the message behind the channel, and he gives some really great tips on all sorts of things, but it's about, you know, a positive life and things you can do for positive changes in your life. And he gives a lot of advice on parenting and things like that, and behavior modification, and just all different things, marriage, life counseling, stuff like that. And he used to be a family therapist, I believe. So it's a really cool channel. If you haven't checked it out, I definitely suggest it if you're looking for some really great positive parenting advice or just life advice. He's got all kinds of subjects that he covers on there. So, but yeah, I'll let you know how some things are working out for us as we use them over the next few weeks.
Come on.
Okay.
You can sit here.
Braxen is in playing with his little brother. Nobody asked him to. He just decided to do it. So this is the first time in months that I have set myself down to spend some time writing. I'm actually working on a blog post for a project that I'm doing, and so this is the first time in months and months that I've sat down to do any sort of writing except some sort of poetry that I put out a few days back. And I just had to say how cool it was to see that Braxen took some initiative on his own, and the kids do that a lot, you guys. And I guess I don't point it out enough how often they do stuff like that, that they help out with their little brother when I'm trying to get things done. And many times it's without even being asked, or if they are asked, they'll just do it to help out. And so, you know, I've been asked before many times, oh, don't you have your kids do chores and stuff like that? And they do. But it's moments like this that remind me of all the ways that they do help in the house that I don't always catch, and I don't think people always notice. And this is one of them.
Throw off your friend.
No!
Wow.
It's a...
All right, so this has been one of my ongoing projects the last 2 days, you guys. Look, is putting some of our old pictures into photo albums. This is Braxen. He was so little. Look at that smile. I was just getting into the tub when all the power in the house went out, and I'll show you why. I don't know, it's not lightning now, but the biggest crack of thunder happened. All lights went out and then a ton of lightning. So hoping it's passed for the most part now. There you go. Yeah, and it has been like that for about the past 15, I'd say about 15 minutes. Really loud cracks of thunder. Skylur was actually outside going to get a bag of dog food for the dogs. Yeah, can you hear that? He was going to get a bag of dog food for the dogs out of the van, and he said he could see the lightning strike outside. Was it? I don't think you can see T.
When it hit the police station, went out. All of those houses that have lights on went out. It was like that, but brighter.
Yeah, I was up in the bathroom and I was like, oh my goodness. I was just getting ready to get in the tub. So we have had on and off rain showers all day. Earlier today, I was telling you before, we had a little bit of just a big cell of a thunder and lightning storm, but not a lot of rain. Now we're getting a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. So hopefully it calms down. I know they said that there's flash flood watches for us and stuff, so over the next couple of days. So I'm hoping that it settles down for the weekend. We'll see.